Hey there, Michelle here, and today I want to talk about chronic conditions. So most of you have been given a diagnosis by the medical establishment, and they also tell you that most of these conditions they are incurable. Yes, true. They are incurable according to the medical establishment, because they look at the organ or the system, for example, the circulatory system, the digestive system, or whatever system it is, whether it's the nervous system. They all look at these systems or organs, okay, in isolation, but the whole system, the whole body is continuously communicating with each other. It communicates. The nervous system communicates with the digestive system, the nervous system communicates with the lymphatic system, the lymphatic system communicates with the excretory system. So there is a lot of communication that is going on. They continuously interact with each other. So really, you cannot look at the body in isolation, and that's the reason why the medical establishment cannot find the answers to most of these chronic conditions. However, when you heal these things holistically, you look at the wholeness of things, and the whole is always greater than the parts of the sum of the parts. Okay, so that's the way you need to look at things. You have to consider the interactions, the way everything is organized. It's one organized system. You have to look at the wholeness of the body, mind, and the spirit. You know, your body is the densest expression of the soul. Okay, it takes about 20 years for cancer to develop in a body. It first develops on the energetic level, the etheric level, and then it condenses in the matter form, and shows up in the body. So you have to, there are no solutions when you're looking for, to cure these things with the pharmaceutical pill, because it's beyond uh, its scope, it's beyond its implication, it's beyond its capacity. But you can, when you look at it holistically, it is definitely possible to heal all these conditions. So I suffered from asthma from the age of 3. I developed fibromyalgia when I was around 20 years old. um, I had IBS at around 25, and it later went on and progressed into mental health issues when I started having children. It started as, what do you call that? Um, it started as depression. There is a word for it. I'm not getting it at the moment. Um, so there is a trajectory in the way it develops. All these disease they develop, it starts small, it starts with one condition, and starts throwing areas of your life out of sync and out of balance. So there are 12 areas of life, like your health, your relationships, your wealth, the way you connect with the world. There is the ability to seek adventure, the ability to learn new things. There are different areas. There are 12 areas of life, and it starts throwing all these areas of life out of balance, out of sync, because you yourself are going out of balance. Okay, and overall, as the disease proceeds, and it over the years, it you develop more disease. Your body becomes a host to several more issues. um, and finally, um, you know it's like towards the tail end, as you are developing more and more conditions, you also develop mental health issues. Now, why is that? Because a puzzle that you cannot solve will drive you crazy. It's the mind is continuously overactive, overstimulated, overwhelmed, and it's trying to find the solution for you. And when it cannot find the solution, it is driving itself crazy, and it's going crazy. Okay, so that's also where we develop mental health issues. Now, um, so I had all these conditions, and I healed in 2017. This is when I moved from, I'm from Goa, India, guys, and I came. My husband, he got a job in the UK, and in 2017, um, I decided that there has to be another way, and I started attending these holistic events. And one day I attended one event in London, and I cried so much, I addressed the trauma that was lying within me. So the trauma is the main root cause of why we have so many issues. Okay, all chronic conditions, it comes down to one thing: trauma. So when you address the trauma, there is no need for the conditions to be there within you. So it's been 6 years since 2017. In November 2017 it was, I healed, and I don't have any issues in my tissues anymore. I don't have the asthma, I don't have the fibromyalgia, the IBS, the mental health issues. It all just went away. Deal with the underlying root causes. Don't just go snipping at the symptoms. When you're taking medicines, you're taking pills, what you're basically doing is you're just addressing the symptoms. You're not really dealing with the root causes. It is almost like if a tree is not growing well, um, you need to see what is going on at its roots. If there is some, it is getting attacked by you know some insects or whatever is happening with it. You have to go into the root causes and see. You just can't, because the plant is showing necrosis on its leaves, you cannot just go on snipping the leaves. It doesn't make sense. You have to see what is out of harmony, what is out of balance with this plant. And it's very important to deal with root causes if you want permanent solutions. And it is totally possible to heal from these conditions. Doctors say it is incurable. Yes, through the medical establishment's view of, through their lens, it is incurable. Okay, but it is not possible. In the universe does not provide you with a problem and then it doesn't there is no way it cannot have a solution. If there is a problem, there has to be a solution as well, most of the times. Okay, sometimes uh, if there is we are all uh, there are laws in place in the universe. The law of balance, law of polarity. So if there is day, there has to be night, there has to be night. If there is the masculine, there has to be the feminine. So there are certain laws in place. Okay, so if you have the problems, there have to be the solutions as well. It's just that you're not looking in the right places, and there has to be, if there is imbalance, there has to be balance as well. Okay, so I hope this has helped you. I hope this gives you hope, and to your best health and to your recovery. With lots of love, Michelle Angies. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.